Okay, so today we are going to make the bacon broccoli salad that a lot of you have probably seen before. I'm going to try a couple new things that I haven't tried before. I'm going to use dried strawberries instead of the raisins, and I'm going to use pistachios instead of the sunflower seeds, which I think is going to go really good. We're going to start off by cooking the bacon. This is a pretty big pack. So what is this, 3 pounds? I would recommend about a pound of bacon, so we're going to use about a third of this. I'm going to put it in the smoker too, so it's double smoked bacon. I think it's just going to impart some extra flavor. Okay, let's start off with what we need. You will need 4 large heads of broccoli, or like as you can see here, these are like small to medium, so I added an extra one just to make sure. I like to use a little bit of green onion in it. You will need about a third to a half of a red onion, depending on what size it is. We got about 3/4 of a cup of pistachios, a cup of dried strawberries, which are delicious, by the way. A cup and a half, 2 cups of mayo, cup to a cup and a quarter. This is Splenda. You can also use sugar. If you do use sugar, I would recommend use baker's sugar instead of the regular sugar, just because it mixes a little better and you won't have to wait as long for it to get all the flavors to marry together. And then we got a couple, 2.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. That's raw apple cider vinegar, which I've never used before, but it seems like it's going to taste a little bit better than the regular apple cider vinegar. All right, so we're going to start off first with cutting up the broccoli. I like to go from the side a little bit just to get a lot of the little bite-sized pieces. It does take a little bit more dressing when you do it this way, but I like the dressing flavor, so that's what we go with. There is broccoli. Alright, next thing we're going to do is cut up the onion and the green onion. I like to slice them down this way, just so that when you cut it up, it's automatically in little pieces. One thing with this salad is there's a lot of things that you can overdo it with. The onion is one of the major ones. It's better to have too little than too much. It's kind of like the opposite of the bacon. So I do about there, looks like about a third cup. That will do it for us today. Some of the green onions here. And this pistachios we can just toss in just like so. Raisins, of course, you don't have to cut up with these strawberries. I am going to cut them up into smaller pieces. And this is the first time I've used the strawberries. I really think it's going to come out good, especially with the flavor of the pistachios and the strawberries. Just seem to go great together. Mainly came up with this because the store I was at did not seem to have sunflower seeds. Either that or I just couldn't find them. So I saw the strawberries. It's like, oh, I'll try that. When you're cooking, it's always really fun to try new things. Especially once you do it for a little while, you can kind of pick and choose what goes together. That should be good enough. Alright, we're still waiting for the bacon to cook, and while we're doing that, I'm going to make up the dressing. So, about a cup and a half of mayo, about a cup of Splenda, maybe a little bit more, and a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Then we will find the mixer. This all mixed up. Oh, forgot one thing. And this right here, I actually almost forgot about it. It's not in my original recipe at all, but I found that it just gives it that little extra. This is Montreal steak seasoning. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon in there. You don't want to put too much because, like the onions, it can overpower everything. And that just gives the dressing just a little bit more spice. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We are going to put this over the top here. And now we're just waiting on the bacon to cook. We'll chop the bacon, we'll throw it in there. Still waiting for the bacon to cook, but I figured I'd go over a little things that I was thinking about. So this broccoli salad originally, like I said, was made with raisins, no green onions, and sunflower seeds instead of the pistachios, strawberries, dried strawberries. And I added some green onions to this. The original recipe also didn't have the Montreal steak seasoning. My mom used to make it all the time. Everybody loved it everywhere I went. And then I kind of just, as I was going, I found that like you can literally just use, like there's an order of things that you do. Like if you want to make it super simple and easy, you can literally just do the dressing, the broccoli, and the bacon. Next thing I would add is the onion to it, if you want to add some onion. And then if you're gonna do the nuts, you got to do the raisins or something similar as well, because they kind of go together. Otherwise, it kind of messes up the texture. But play with this. Let me know your ideas or any other ways that you may have of making it. This has been the most, I bring this to a lot of potlucks, this has been the most requested recipe, other than my barbecue sauce, which nobody's ever getting, by the way, when I used to have my restaurant. The thing about this salad, it's going to be good right when you first make it, but the best thing is the second and third day. So if you make this, throw it in your fridge overnight, all the flavors marry together, the vinegar that's in the dressing is going to break down that broccoli a little bit to take away a little bit of that raw green taste that a lot of people don't like. I personally don't mind. I like raw broccoli. But yeah, like I said, the second and third day, once the third day the vinegar starts breaking it down a little too much, it starts getting a little mushy. But the second day, in my opinion, is the best. Okay, bacon is all done. Still a little warm here. You want it to be fairly crispy. The more crispy the bacon is, the more bacon flavor is going to be crunched up and moved around in the salad. Sometimes I cooked it on the smoker today, but if I'm going to cook it in a pan, I'll even add a little bit of the bacon grease to the salad dressing, because who doesn't like bacon flavor? Okay, last of the dressing, go right on top of the bacon. I just like to do it this way because it makes it easier to mix up if it's a little bit spread out more. Let's see if I can mix this up without making too much of a mess. Just want to get it all mixed up here so everything's distributed evenly. We're just about there. And there we are, delicious broccoli salad. I am going to put this in the fridge overnight after I try just a little bit, of course. Let's see, where's the strawberry? Definitely got to say, first time I've tried this, I like the strawberries better than the raisins. Well, that's it for the broccoli salad. We will have a lot more coming out soon. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It will help you get notifications every time we come out with a new video. I should have about one coming out a day here for the next week to week and a half. While I'm at this campsite, I got everything set up, so might as well make some videos.